Durban residents have been left high and dry recently with a series of regular water outages. Frustrated communities in the metro even threatened to withhold their rates and taxes until they receive the basic services they pay for. But the eThekwini Municipality says the worst is over. eNCA's senior reporter Dasen Thathiah looks at the infrastructure problems facing the city.
Durban residents, particularly in the northern part of the city, have been plagued by water cuts for recent weeks. Although most recently it was over a planned outage that went on for far too long, there are also existing infrastructure issues that exist in the city. We're currently standing on Rosary Road in Greenwood Park, which falls under Ward 34 of the eThekwini Municipality. And now, finally, there is some work that's being done on a road that collapsed here. This was as a result of heavy rains about a month or two ago, which was then exacerbated by the more recent rains. But underneath the road surface are also water pipes that are running, which serve the residents that are living in this area. I'm now joined by the councillor for this ward, Dr. Bobby Miraj. Dr. Miraj, thanks for joining me. Let me just start with what we hear time and time again. Councillors are not doing anything. I just want to get a sense from you about how you've handled the ongoing water outages that we've been seeing plaguing the northern parts of Durban.
Hi, Dasen. Nice seeing you again. We had massive problems as far as water outages were concerned, and as you are aware, it affected 4 wards. Ward 34 was one of the 4. Ward 34, I've been told many a time, is the largest ward in the eThekwini Municipality. It was a long, hard fight, 8 days. There was a lot of emotions coming from the residents, and I don't blame them. They didn't have water to have a bath, put it that way. But we continued with the fight, and eventually water started coming back. However, it's not 100% even at this point in time. Ward 34 has been fortunate. So far, fingers crossed, we are comfortable. And I'm hoping that it gets better. Now, with regards to infrastructure that you had mentioned earlier on, the asbestos pipes that we have seen in the past, and they are still underground, are plus minus, I'm told, 60 to 70 years here. Monies were initially set aside to replace this. I cannot give you reason as to why the replacement did not take place. But what has taken place, when a pipe bursts, we end up with situations such as this, right? And even worse. We find that even the repairs in our present times are not taking place fast enough. You know, this created a problem for us. When the pipe burst, there was a hole. The street lights are down. This place is in relative darkness. And the next thing, a vehicle lands inside here. And that's the reason I was back here again this morning, because what's going to happen, and I've spoken to the Road and Stormwater Department, we are going to get those concrete blocks here to block this off. The reason, we are filling it with backfill. There are expected heavy rains plus minus 12 o'clock today, and it's going to continue into the evening.
Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. That's Dr. Bobby Miraj, the councillor for Ward 34. We had an opportunity to speak to the eThekwini Municipality's Water Services Department, and they say that there are some upgrades that are underway, and according to them, they also say that residents should not expect any further outages, or at least planned outages, for the rest of the year. I'm Dasen Thathiah in Durban.